These officers were extremely excessive. One of them threatened to blow my head off. I'm explaining to them, this is my daughter in the car. This is my house where I live at. Lower the weapons. I don't got a gun. I'll shoot you in your fucking head with this 40. Dude, why is that? That's excessive. That's unnecessary. Unnecessary. Now, what is the obstruction charge? I don't know what that is, because obstruction, I have to do something physical to stop them from doing something that I didn't do. I'm trying to explain to them, this is my fucking kid that y'all pointing guns at. Any man in the world to do the same thing. So, how did I go to jail behind that?
All right,
That's
so,
okay. But before you answer,
yeah.
Is that okay with you that they did everything they did?
So I have not watched their body cams, so
Okay.
I have to see what they did. Okay, it would obviously I'd have to.
I want to ask you one more thing, and this is going to be a major problem if they did this.
Okay.
It was like 7 cars there.
Mm-hmm.
That means that they noticed that they had information that the car might have been stolen. And rather than one of those officers coming to knock on that door or coming to approach somebody or engage with somebody to see if that car was stolen, they manufactured that shit. They got together and they waited for her to get in the car so they can pull up like that. That's super excessive. Unnecessarily excessive. They could have just not thinking, whose car is this? It's on the hot list. This is my daughter's car. We got it off there this morning. They didn't do that. They got together, got their guns out, and came and violated me on my private property. That's a major problem. And if you don't agree with me, that's a major problem. I don't understand that. I won't have no understanding.
Okay.
If you tell me that anything they did was right, was okay, you might as well go in the back. But I do want to file these, though.
Okay. Now, just to answer your question about the way they approached or they were sitting outside or whatever, for tactical reasons and officer safety reasons, they're not going to just come running up to the door, knocking at the door and say, hey, is this car stolen?
Why do they go to people's houses any other time?
What do you mean, sir?
Why they knock on doors any other time? Matter of fact, you guys came to my house a couple weeks ago the same way and knocked on the door.
Different type of call. When it's a stolen vehicle, it's approached much differently. These stolen vehicles.
A parked stolen vehicle on private property.
Can I answer your question?
Oh, okay, so hold up. Before you go any further, sir, are you telling me that had they noticed that car was stolen, they would have never approached us until somebody got in it? They would have waited for days and days until somebody got in the car so that they can effect the arrest like that? Or would they have come and knocked on the door and asked who has the car because it's reported stolen? That's not policing. You can't police when it's advantageous for you to be able to get in tactical gear and come at the people like that versus, we can alleviate this situation. Maybe they recovered the car. It would have been a lot easier to knock on the door and find out we recovered the car versus y'all pointing guns at my daughter. She terrified of y'all. And then when she told them she terrified of them. They don't give a fuck. Why would they care about that? Then they put me in cuffs and I'm in cuffs and I say, there's no need for y'all to do none of this. They pushing my face in the car like this. For what? For what?
All right, sir. When they showed up and they issue lawful commands like exit the vehicle.
It's not even lawful because the car not reported stolen and they didn't call to find that out because had they called to find that out, that wouldn't have happened. Okay. He lied and said he did, but as soon as he called, they told him it wasn't on the list. So what are you talking about? It's unlawful.
Sir, it was a registered stolen vehicle. It was still registered.
It was registered this morning. It was taken off the list this morning. Had they did their proper investigation, they would have seen that it was off the list. They didn't do that.
No, not necessarily, sir. Cleveland has...
So you saying it's okay to pull people over in the car versus knocking on the door when you could knock on the door?
Yes. Cleveland has...
So y'all would have waited for days till you came out?
We probably would have waited a long time, yes.
For days and days
to see who gets into that stolen car.
And that's part of y'all policy, right?
Well, it's not necessarily part of policy now.
So what is the proper procedure for that? If you see a stolen car on private property, what do you do? Do you normally just wait for the person to get in the car?
They did exactly what we would do, which is keep an eye on
the car. But what's the policy?
There isn't a specific policy on how to handle every single situation in law enforcement.
So has there been occasions when y'all went and knocked on doors for a stolen car? I can get the information. Don't lie to me, please. Don't.
I don't know. I can't.
Because it's looking really like it's like this, man. It's really looking like this, bro. For real, it's looking like that.
Okay, sir. If you want to sit there and play like the race,
it's looking like that. How else?
Okay. You can sit there and play a race card thing. That's not what this is. That's what you want to turn this into. I don't know why.
Go view the body camera and see what all this tough gangster shit your police officer said to me and tell me it ain't a race thing.
So what did
He said he didn't give a fuck about none of us there.
Did he say something too racial?
He said he didn't give a fuck about me and my daughter.
It
doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. But now, yes,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He said what he said,
so
and he did what he did.
What you're doing is you're manufacturing something.
Y'all manufactured all that y'all did today.
Who reported the car stolen?
We reported the car stolen.
To who?
To 2nd District Police.
Okay, where was it recovered?
We went to 2nd District Police where they could recover the car.
So then Cleveland Police have to remove it from...
No, they don't.
Yes, they
no,
do.
they don't.
Yes,
no, they don't. That's not what he told me. That's not what the officer told me.
Who's he?
What was, you got the officer name? From when we seen the police officer?
Okay, well then you need to call him and clarify it. Because
y'all should have called him.
No, you guys call him. Because you're the one upset
y'all
about the way Cleveland...
Y'all called him to find out it wasn't stolen no more.
When you report a vehicle stolen to that police department and then you get your vehicle back, that police department's responsible for taking the stolen vehicle out of the system called leads, which is what...
They took it out. Because when they actually called him, they said, oh yeah, that's her car. It's out of the system.
No, that's not what happened.
What happened then?
We were on scene, we identify her, and she's the registered owner.
Why y'all couldn't just do that without guns? After I told y'all it's her. They still kept pointing the guns.
That's not...
De-escalation means what?
Did you follow commands?
I don't have to.
The answer is no. Yes, you do.
On my private property,
do.
I didn't commit a crime. I don't have to.
Doesn't matter if the...
I don't have to. Lawful commands got to be with the law broken.
Stolen vehicles out in the...
Was I in a stolen vehicle?
It was reported stolen, yes.
Was I in a stolen vehicle?
Were you at the stolen vehicle? I don't
Were I
know.
in a stolen vehicle?
I don't know, sir.
I didn't commit a crime then, right?
Were you in possession of that vehicle?
No. So what crime did I commit for them to give me lawful order?
It sounds like obstructing because you didn't obey commands.
It sounded like they just didn't want to talk to nobody. They didn't want to talk about shit. They wanted to put her in cuffs and put her in the ground face down. They didn't want to talk about shit.
I can see that you and I talking isn't going to get anywhere. Is this what?
Yeah, I want you to copy these and file all of them.
Okay. And your phone. We have your phone number. We have all your information.
I'm gonna come back and get
Is this for me or for you guys?
This was an extra copy. You don't need that.
Okay.
Yeah, I need the fronts of the complaints file, and I need that Freedom of Information file.
Right. So you give this to me. I generate a report, and I'll take a look at the body cams, and then we'll call you back.
Yeah, but I want it copied and stuff.
Oh, you want photocopies of
it?
Okay. All right, sir. Give me just a minute. I'll get that to you.
Yep.
Out the window.